So one very useful feature of the DYONICS 25 is the ability to check the performance of the transducers in the field. This can be of value obviously to biomeds in facilities that want to test out the pump, but also for you as a rep if you have any reason to believe that the transducers may have failed. And the way you can do that is to use a Biomed test key that comes with the pump, which you would insert in this USB port down here. So with the pump off, if you take the key and just simply insert it into the back of the pump. So you then turn on the pump using the power button. You get the normal splash screen as the pump boots up. And then instead of coming into the insert cassette screen, you get this Biomed test screen. It's telling you there's no cassette inserted, and then giving you the actual pressure readings of each of the two transducers. And the offset is such that if either of those two numbers is less than plus or minus 10 from 0, then the transducers are in calibration. So that's the first test that you can make. So by checking those two numbers are both less than plus or minus 10, you know that the transducers are okay. You press the done button. It asks you to insert a cassette. So I'm going to put a cassette in the side, then flicks to the next screen. It's telling you what the pressure in the system is with 0 flow. So again, both of those numbers are less than 10, and the transducers are in calibration. When we press done, it then asks you to do a flow test. And what you can do here is obviously prime the tubing of fluid. And I'm going to open the bags and the tubing clamps, and you're seeing 0.6 litres a minute. That's actually the flow that you get under gravity, in this case with a 3869 cannula and a 4mm scope. So the 0.6 litres a minute is the flow you would expect from gravity. If you then press the start button, the pump starts working, and the flow rate in this case has gone up to 1.5 litres a minute. So a way to calibrate the pump is to time 1 minute and collect the amount of fluid that comes out of the end, and to check the accuracy in 1 minute you should get 1.5 litres of fluid at this flow rate. You press the stop button, it tells you the test is complete. It tells you to release the pressure from the tubing, take the cassette out of the pump, remove the key and turn the pump unit off. So if you do that, remove the USB key from the back, once you turn the pump back on again it'll work normally, but what you've done is a quick check using the Biomed key to verify that the transducers are in calibration and to test the flow rate of the pump. And if any of those numbers, if the pressure is more than plus or minus 10, and if the amount of fluid delivered in a minute does not match the flow rate that the pump's telling you, that indicates that the transducers are out of calibration and should be replaced.